Welcome to C9 Win Round Review, where we take a look at a single round by Cloud9 and talk about why it's interesting or unique or awesome or whatever. It's going to be little 5-minute chunks, little short videos talking about just a single round. So in this video, we're talking about Alex versus Ents on Nuke DreamHack Masters 2020 Winter. And he pushes these L smokes outside and actually gets towards CT. Gets a kill garage, ends up dying, but it was a really interesting way for him to push and get a bunch of map control, and it looked like a set play from Cloud9. So let's take a look. So to start off, he does the normal thing outside, tosses a smoke for cover, tosses a molly to make sure that if anyone's at that box pushing up, they can't be there, and then throws a little flash. So one thing you'll notice is that other Cloud9 members are already set up for these outside smokes. So this is obviously a set play. This is what they're planning on doing. And another interesting thing is that they actually missed this CT smoke. So the CT smoke is supposed to be in the middle blocking this whole thing, but it bounced off that box weird and now is way over there in the corner. So let's go back to Alex. He pushes up, makes sure no one has pushed up through their smokes, realizes that their smoke missed, so make sure no one's pushing the other way. Now he gets into this smoke, and that's when Cloud9 drops their L smokes. They come on over, smoke off garage. And then as soon as these pop, Cloud9 heads in to make sure that they don't start pushing lobby or anywhere like that, just holding all those angles, and Alex starts his lurk. So Alex starts going through these smokes. Gets a little lost trying to get to credit card. But he ends up getting there. So now he's in credit card, and the chances that there's any T standing right here is very small. Like, why would someone be standing here staring at a smoke? They wouldn't be. You know, they'd be over here, they'd be over here, they'd be heaven, they'd be hell, they'd be garage, etc. So Alex gets here, does a peek where he can see outside of hell and heaven, see if anyone's there. Checks hell again, now watching heaven. Now he hears Alu running here. Now, Alu did come off of a head boost. They were boosted up on the head looking through this little gap right here. So he does jump off that, so he does hear the fall. Alu comes out running, and Alex gets a kill. Now, the chances of there being another player in garage is very slim. You almost never see teams play with 2 players in garage. Now, you could say, well, he should have heard him falling off his head. And maybe, but also maybe that's just him thinking that someone was jumping, trying to check the corner or whatever. But Alex is now in the middle of no man's land. So he has to get out of here. He can't be shift walking around because he can be shot from CT, he can be shot from hell, he can be shot from the hell glass, he can be shot from heaven, he could even be shot from hut. They could really be, or mini, they could really be anywhere. And so he has to kind of start running over here. And he ends up getting shot in the back from the second player garage. But again, normally there wouldn't be someone there, and you could see that he was about to peek and take this other 1v1, and he just created so much map control for the team. They have this whole area locked down, and so if they're execing down this way, he can be wrapping in. If they decide to exec onto A, he can wrap up to heaven. Or it also depends on this 1v1 battle, but if he wins that, the round's basically over. If he loses, then they at least know that they've had to pull people from other areas to come cover for that. So he's created a ton of map pressure by doing this, even by dying. But if he lives, because there's not a second player garage, which there almost never is, then he just opens up a whole world of possibilities for where Cloud9 can go and what they can do. So I just thought that was an interesting push. It looked like a set play, or at least a play that was called from the very beginning of the round. So I just thought I would show that to you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.